Welcome back. I am Murlidhar. Today I am going to teach voice. Voice means verb. Voice is two types. One is active voice, the other is passive voice. What is the definition of active voice? A sentence starts with subject is called active voice. A sentence starts with object is called passive voice. For example, Valmiki wrote Ramayana. Here, this is active voice. Whenever we will change into active voice to passive voice, we will follow some rules. First rule is, given the sentence, we will divide into three main parts. That is, number one, subject. Second one, verb. Third one, object. Okay? So, whenever we will change into passive voice, object will come first. Means Ramayana. Second one, we should write the suitable B form of the given tense. What is the suitable B form? Was. Is also helping verb. This is object, helping verb. Next, third one, we will see and change. We should change the suitable past participle tense of the verb. Write is a present tense, wrote is a past tense, written is a past participle tense. Was written. This is main verb. Next, subject will goes to last. That is Valmiki. Before that, after past participle tense, we should write preposition by. By is a preposition. And last, Valmiki. Valmiki is subject. Observe these two sentences. Valmiki wrote Ramayana, active voice. Ramayana was written by Valmiki, passive voice. What are the changes? Subject will comes first, object will goes last. Here, object will comes first, subject will goes last. And we will change only the middle verb. Okay, the verb, the tense never change. Only we will change the verb. Okay, observe it. So, was is the helping verb. Written is a past participle tense. This is V3. V3. Okay. Now, whenever we will change into active voice to passive voice, the sentence actual meaning doesn't change. Okay. And some rules also we must follow whenever we will change into active voice to passive voice. I becomes me. We becomes us. He becomes his or him. She becomes her. They becomes them. These are the changes happen. Okay. Now, second example. The hero beat the villain. This is active voice. The hero beat the villain. So here, the hero is the subject, beat is verb, the villain is object. Okay. So change into passive voice. The hero is a subject. What he did, a villain beat. Beat is an action. Okay, he was the door of the action. So whenever change into passive voice, the villain is helping verb, beaten by the hero. This is passive voice. Here the villain is object, was is helping verb, beaten is a main verb, by is a preposition, the hero is a subject. So in first sentence, the hero is a subject, beat is an action, and whereas in second sentence, the villain is a receiver. What he receives? He got beating. He got beating. So the receiver will start first, the hero will go, subject is lost. Okay, do you understand? These are the changes happen. See, whenever we will change into active voice to passive voice, we will follow the 5 steps. What are the 5 steps? First step, identify the given sentence. Subject, verb, object. For example, Ravi helps Raju. This is active voice. Here, given sentence, this is subject, helps is verb, Raju is object. Next, swap the sentence. Subject to object, object to subject. Here, Raju is object. Next, convert the verb into verb 3 form, V3 form, that is past participle tense. Helps. Raju helped. Okay, helped. Leave off. Next, add helping verb before main verb. What we will add before main verb? Is the helping verb. Is the helping verb. Helped is a main verb. Okay. Next, add by proposition. By is a proposition before subject. What is subject here? Ravi is a subject. By is a preposition. Preposition. Ravi is subject. This is active voice. This is passive voice. Just observe the changes. Okay? See the steps. So like that, any sentence, whichever it is given the active voice, we can change very easily. Okay? And next, already I told before classes, 12 tenses. The tenses are the main basic foundation of the grammar. So this voice is also depending on the tense. Okay? So out of 12 tenses, in the voice, active voice, passive voice, we should use only 8 tenses. Those are simple present, present perfect, present continuous, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, future perfect, simple future. We should not use present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay, only 8 tenses should be used in the voice. So, how to change voice? See here, simple present tense. Whenever we used simple present tense, be forms and passive voice are am, is, are will appear. So, present continuous tense, am being, is being, are being. Present perfect tense, have been and has been. Simple past tense, was in singular number, were in plural number. Next, past continuous tense, was being in singular number, were being in plural number. Next, past perfect tense, had been singular number, plus or plural number both. Next, simple future tense will be, shall be. Future perfect tense will have been, shall have been, must use in be forms in passive voice. Here I have written one table. Observe it. Add a proper helping verb of to be before main verb. Okay. See, tense. How can we change into active voice? How can we change into passive voice? Suppose simple present tense given in the active voice. Write or writes. How can we change into passive voice? Is or am or are written. Written is a past participle tense, V3 form. Okay. Next, second one, present continuous tense. Is, am, are writing. Okay, continuous. ing forms are appeared. Change into passive voice. Is or am or are being written. Next, third one, present perfect tense. If the sentence is in present perfect tense in active voice, how can we change into passive voice? Observe it. Have written. In passive voice, have been written. Have been written. Next, simple past tense. Wrote. Was or were written. Past continuous tense. Was or were writing. Change into passive voice. Was or were being written. Next, past perfect tense. Had written. Had been written in passive voice. Simple future tense in active voice. Will write. In passive voice. Will be written. Next, future perfect tense in active voice. Will have written. In passive voice. Will have been written. See, observe these 8 tenses and how can we change into active voice to passive voice. Okay, these are the changes. According to the tenses, we should learn the sentences. See, first one, simple present tense. Rahul buys a car. This is active voice. Change into passive voice. A car is bought by Rahul. See here, is buys becomes bought. Change. See. Second one, present continuous tense. Rahul is buying a car. Active voice. A car is being bought by Rahul. See here also, is buying. Change into is being bought. Okay. Like that. Next. Present perfect tense. Rahul has bought a car. Active voice. A car has been bought by Rahul. Passive voice. Here has bought. Here has been bought. Next. Simple past tense. Rahul bought a car. This is past tense. Simple past tense. A car was helping verb bought by Rahul. Passive voice. Next. Past continuous tense. Rahul was buying, continuous, past continuous, a car. A car was being bought by Rahul, passive voice. Past perfect tense, Rahul had bought a car. In active voice, a car had been bought by Rahul, passive voice. Simple future tense, Rahul will buy a car, will buy. A car will be bought by Rahul, passive voice. Future perfect tense, Rahul will have bought a car, will have bought a car. In passive voice, a car will have been bought by Rahul. Observe, we look same sentences like, but each and every tense and change into active voice, passive voice is different. So please note down and observe it very careful. Okay. Next, how to use auxiliary verbs in voice. Number 1. Rahul can buy a car. Active voice. Rahul can this is active voice. Change into passive voice. A car can be bought by Rahul. This is passive voice. Okay. Second one. Rahul could buy a car. Next. Change into passive voice. A car could be, by becomes bought by Rahul. This is passive voice. Third one, Rahul should buy a car. Passive voice, a car should be bought by Rahul. Next. Fourth one, Rahul would buy a car. Next. Passive voice, a car would be bought by Rahul. Rahul may buy a car. Rahul may buy a car. Next. A car may be bought by Rahul. Next. Sixth one, Rahul must buy a car. Next. Change into passive voice. A car must be bought by Rahul. Bought by Rahul. So, these are the auxiliary verbs in voice. Observe it. Can buy, can be bought, could buy, could be bought, should be bought, would be bought, may be bought, must be bought. Okay. Next, imperative sentences. See, open the gate, active voice. Let the gate be opened. So, these types of sentences, commanding, order, request, pleasing, like that. All the different kinds of sentences are appear in the imperative sentences. Next, second one, do it immediately. In active voice, change it to passive voice. Let it be done immediately. Next, please go there. You are requested to go there. Close the door, active voice. Let the door be closed, in passive voice. Please give me your book, request. You are requested to give me your book, passive voice. Some examples. The president attended the meeting. This is active voice. Here, the president is subject, attended is verb, the meeting is object. Coming to the change into passive voice, the meeting means object comes first. Was attended, was is helping verb, attended is past participle tense, main verb, by is preposition by the president. Okay, like same. The peon opened the gate, active voice. The gate was opened by the peon, passive voice. The mason is building the wall, active voice. The wall is being built by the mason, passive voice. Some boys were helping the wounded man, active voice. The wounded man was being helped by some boys, passive voice. Next, I know him very well, active voice. He is known very well to me, passive voice. Or in another way, he is known to me very well, passive voice. Both the ways we can change. Next, they refused him admission, active voice. He was refused admission by them, passive voice. Next, bring a glass of water, active voice. You are ordered to bring a glass of water, passive voice. In another way, let a glass of water be bought by you. Okay. Next, did you finish your work in time, active voice? Was your work finished in time by you, passive voice? Next, the judge found the prisoner guilty, active voice. The prisoner was found guilty by the judge, passive voice. Next, people always admire the freedom fighters, active voice. The freedom fighters are always admired by the people, passive voice. Next, who write a letter, active voice? This is question tag. Next, by whom is a letter written, passive voice? Next, the teacher beats the mischievous boy, active voice. The mischievous boy is beaten by the teacher, passive voice. Please put that book on the table, active voice. Here, you are requested to put that book on the table is passive voice. Next, everybody knows him, active voice. He is known to everyone, passive voice. Next, leave the room. You are ordered to leave the room, passive voice. Next, somebody has stolen my laptop, active voice. My laptop has been stolen by somebody, passive voice. Next, who taught you English, active voice? By whom was English taught to you, passive voice? Or by whom were you taught English, another way, passive voice. Next, we celebrate Teachers' Day on September 5th, active voice. Teachers' Day is celebrated on September 5th by us. If you write by us, or no problem if you are not right. Okay. This is passive voice. Dear students, I hope you understand about voice. I have explained definition. I have given examples and table and some important points. Okay. Based on that, you follow that each and every point, and I will test your knowledge. That's why I will ask you some questions. So please prepare it and write it in your own. I hope you will change the sentences into active voice to passive voice. Some are passive voice to active voice. Now, number 1, the boy made a kite. This is what type of active voice? You can observe it. Next, Columbus discovered America. Next, when will you return the book? The teacher appointed him monitor. Monitor means representative, class leader, like that. Next, the town was destroyed by an earthquake. The farmer gathers the harvest. Which book do you like? Help the poor. The horse was frightened by the noise. The trees were blown down by the wind. Next, we can achieve cent% literacy. My pocket has been picked or stolen. Next, why did he punish you? Next, he has taken to the hospital by his friends. Next, respect your elders. Next, the enemy have defeated our army. The child was knocked down by a car. By whom was this glass broken? Nothing will be gained by hurry. The cat drank all the milk. Will my mother cook the food? wash the clothes. The first railway was built by George Stephenson. Next, all his friends laughed at him. How did you solve the problem? Next, the doctor despaired of his recovery. Did the cat kill the mouse? You are requested to pay your fees. The employees will organize a rally in the next week. Have you finished work? These are all 30 sentences I have given. Please go through that each and every sentence and change it according to active voice to passive voice or passive voice to active voice. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment box. I will give you reply. If you like my content, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.